sages are supposed to renounce the world, but their temper seems to be more than ordinary humans. Every time you come across some sage throwing a curse, why is that so? What's the point in renouncing?
So first and foremost, we should understand that there are two different aspects here, renunciation and anger, okay? And it is a fact that most of the people will judge the spiritual progress only by the ability to control anger. Okay. If somebody cannot control anger, they will say, "Ye kya spirituality hai?" Even in your own house, if you get angry, they'll say, "Kya Chinmaya mission mein jata hai?" This is what they teach you. The yardstick of measuring my spiritual progress is what? Control of anger. Which may be true for a lot of people. That is the so-called practical demonstration of that. But we have to understand one aspect here is anger. There are two types of anger. One is righteous anger and one is an anger which controls me. A lot of places it will be an anger which is a righteous anger, where it's an anger like a mother uses anger to discipline her child, where from inside she is not angry but outside there is a show of anger. That is one type of anger. Many sages will use anger as a tool. Our Gurudev himself used to be like that. So many people will not understand that. Arey, what? Swami Chinmaya is getting so angry. Next moment you should see, he would be a very different person, because the anger is on that issue, not with that person. And there is no prejudice inside. On that issue, he must have told some things politely, patiently, but it has not happened. And if he needed to use anger as a tool, he used anger as a tool. Because sometimes some people don't understand any other language. They need one whip. Krishna Bhagavan himself gave one whip to Arjun in the Mahabharata Varna. Shudram Hriya Daurbalyam Tyaktva Utishta Parantapa. Klaibyam Masmagama Partha. He said, don't become like a eunuch. Get up and fight. One whip. See, I didn't get angry. Phone is continuously ringing. Nobody sees that the provocative situation is there, but there is no anger. That will never be noticed. When anger is there, that will definitely be noticed. So anyway, the point is that one is a righteous anger, where it's an issue, where it is a non-personal anger. Second is an anger where the person has lost the control. So many times you will see, it has to be understood in context only. We cannot generalize it. Sometimes anger will be used as a tool. Sometimes anger is used as a means to get certain things done. And sometimes it is that that person also is on the path of evolution. Please remember, a sage does not mean every sage is a realized master. Person is a seeker, still walking the path. Trying to walk the path full time, so the person has renounced. Because one needs full-time attention to walk the spiritual path, one feels like that, so one is walking. In that, anger may come because one has still not mastered it, and it is not possible to tell that yes, now I have completely mastered anger. It is not, it's impossible. One person, one disciple asked the master, "Have you conquered desire?" Master didn't reply only. Many years passed. Now the master has become old. And now he is going to drop the body. Just before dropping the body, the master says, "Now I have conquered desire." Drops the body. Meaning what? It takes that much of alertness. Imagine what is the level of alertness to live in, that the desire doesn't arise in the mind. No selfish desire arises in the mind. What is the level of purity? What is the level of alertness? That is what has to be done. So a person is walking the path. Anger comes sometimes. What is important is not to get carried away. And if one gets carried away, to seek forgiveness, to do repentance, to resolve, to overcome that attachment because of which the anger is coming. So that. And the third and the highest category is of people who are realized masters. In them anger comes, it doesn't affect them at all. Sages like Durvasa are considered avatar of Lord Shiva. Please remember, because Durvasa Rishi is very famous. He is an avatar of Lord Shiva, and Shiva is the Rudra avatar. So Durvasa Rishi's curse will not be a personal curse. It will be a curse for the well-being of opposite person, or something good has to happen through it. It has no selfish interest in that. And in certain cases, to show that that person got angry or upset as an individual, the karma phala also comes to that person. So Durvasa Rishi got angry with Ambrish Raja, and Bhagwan left his Sudarshan Chakra behind Durvasa Rishi. So if anger is there, the result of anger also will come. Your sage is not going to be escaping that. So there are different reasons why in the scriptures you have sages also being shown as getting angry. Sometimes it is righteous anger, sometimes it is anger which comes because they are still on the way of evolution. Sometimes it's an anger where for the good of the samashti, that anger is a tool which is being used. So we have to know it in a context only. And this is not to justify anger, but this is just to understand in what context why certain thing is being said.